Dear Santa, this Christmas I want a date with Zoe Deschanel, Michael J. Fox's autograph, an original copy of Detective Comics number 27, Jersey Boys tickets, a grenade launcher, a complete in-box copy of Earthbound, an original print of Velvet Underground and Nico with the sticker, a lifetime supply of popcorn. Hello everyone. Today we're talking about Santa Claus the movie.
Nostalgia critic already reviewed it.
Yes, I know the Nostalgia critic already reviewed this, but his word isn't final. Frankly, I think this is the kind of movie where a lot of people can review it and find new things to talk about. Besides, he's not coming after me. He's trapped in the plot hole. Then again, maybe if he did, that might bring some viewers to my ratings-challenged show. The movie starts out with the man who would become Santa Claus delivering toys to children. And I'm not gonna lie, this part is actually really good. There's a legit emotional connection between Santa and the children, and I really empathize with this character that he's willing to put his life on the line for his cause. But that's not gonna stop me from nitpicking it. The problem I have is even though the scene is good, there's no explanation for it. And, you know, there's no explanation for when the elves come and take Santa into their workshop and why the workshop's there. I mean, I feel like a kid who walked in on the middle of the movie. I'm out of my element! And just as it looks like Santa's about to buy the farm, he's taken in by the elves. Whoa! That one, he's got some serious facial hair. That's like a Nietzsche mustache. And there's another elf who's of particular interest because the movie's going to more or less end up being about him. You'd think Santa would realize that since he's the only other A-lister in the group. And his name is Patch, as in, Patches, I'm depending on you, son, to pull the family through. I really like that song. The elves do take Santa in and they go through a lot of the motions that you would expect for the origins of Santa, such as how he decides his list and even how he picks his costume.
Maybe it's the massive bulk of it. I never did an extra large before.
Santa, turn to the left. Santa, turn to the right. Okay, that's the last of the singing for this review.
Green's just not his colour. What about,
Brown. Red.
yes. Red, perfect.
Actually, there are multiple stories as to why Santa wears red. Early stories of the true St. Nicholas indicate that he was inspired to wear red after a visit from Squire Kenson, the richest man in town. And according to legend, it was too large, so he gained weight until it fit him. As for modern depictions of Santa Claus, early cartoons did depict Santa in a variety of colors, including green and purple. In fact, these early Santa merchandise in the multiple colors are actually worth quite some money nowadays. And while there is some truth to the story that the Coca-Cola company helped popularize Santa Claus as wearing red, German cartoonist Thomas Nast was one of the first to depict Santa Claus in red.
And now you know the rest of the backstory.
And on the night before Santa Claus's first journey, they get a visit from the head elf, who, I have to say, has some pretty wicked facial hair. I mean, seriously, Billy Gibbons, eat your heart out.
Prophecy has come to pass, that there would come to us a chosen one.
And Burgess Meredith is gonna help Santa Claus eat. Wait a minute. The Nostalgia Cricket already did that joke. But I know what he didn't do. You'll never catch me, Santa Claus.
From this day on, now and forever, We will bring our gifts to all the children in all the world.
Oh yeah, now you tell me.
And henceforth, you will be called Santa Claus.
You know, these last couple of scenes have been surprisingly good. Surely this movie can throw something at me that I can make fun of. Ah, some scenes with kids.
I'm Santa Claus.
Right, and I'm the Tooth Fairy.
I think a Rise of the Guardians joke practically writes itself.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, the scenes with the kids are really the first dent in this movie's armor, because the kids just aren't that interesting. And they're not good actors. But they're also not giving me any ammo or fuel to work with. So I'm just gonna see how Johnny Got His Gun is doing.
I'm the boss. This is champagne. Merry Christmas.
Where's my
I'm
boy?
the boss.
Where's
This is
my
champagne.
little boy?
Merry
He's
Christmas.
too young, can't you see? He's underage. He just came up from Tucson.
I'm the boss. This is
His
champagne.
name is Jesus
Merry
Christ, and today's
I'm the boss.
his birthday.
Merry Christmas. I'm the boss.
Liberty
This is
and
champagne.
justice.
Merry
Liberty and justice.
This is champagne. Merry Christmas.
You're not my boy.
This is champagne.
Where's my boy?
Merry Christmas.
Green.
Where's my little boy?
Okay, let's get back to something I actually know how to describe. Anyhow, the plot makes one of its many trips off course during a segment where Patch decides to take over Santa's operations.
I'm talking modern methods of production here. I'm talking assembly line. I'm talking way for the future.
Way of the future. The way of the future.
Despite his big ideas, Patch overworks the machines and the toys fall apart because of it. And because the toys fall apart, the kids get beaten up because they know Santa Claus? Is there a scene missing? The kids know Santa Claus, and this is the first time it's mentioned them getting bullied about it. I mean, kids weren't asking them about it. Kids weren't trying to, like, bribe them to tell Santa they want good presents. So, because of his mistake, Patch gets fired. Oh, wait a minute, let's back up. The kids get bullied and that's that? We don't even see the kids for a while. And there's no public outcry or anything like that? Focus, movie. Focus! And as if the origins of Santa Claus, his friendship with two children, the children's individual problems, Patch's attempts to revolutionize the way toys are made, the fact that people are blaming Santa Claus for the broken toys weren't enough plots for you, we're introduced to an evil toy maker named BZ.
Well, Senator, I've always known that cigarette smoking could be hazardous to your health.
The temptation is to lambaste John Lithgow for his over-the-top acting, but I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I think John Lithgow is an amazing actor. My brother once called him one of the few actors that makes him think acting is hard. And can you blame him? He puts so much energy and so much passion into each performance. Even in this movie, he takes a relatively cookie-cutter villain and infuses him with so much hammy goodness that he becomes a truly entertaining character. And while some people might say he overacts, frankly, I'd rather watch someone who overacts than someone who underacts.
This is on a cassette. You don't have any parents, so meh. Ow!
Oh, that's fantastic. How do you turn your face so red so fast?
BZ is on trial for making dangerous kids' toys, including nails and teddy bears. I know the idea is that this character is supposed to be a cheapskate, But wouldn't mass-producing teddy bears with nails instead of stuffing be more expensive? Either way, Patch turns to BZ because Patch needs someone to make toys, BZ needs a new partner in crime.
I guess I was no angel.
Very true. John Lithgow has been a bad boy, hasn't he? Banning dancing, harboring Bigfoot, causing trouble on airplanes, trying to kill Sylvester Stallone, and let's not forget being a lousy tipper.
Now, this pile of $1 bills represents your potential tip. Every time you please me, you'll see the pile grow. However, if I am unsatisfied, if you're slow, mouthy, or sneeze into your hands, you'll notice the pile shrinking. Agreed?
Oh yeah, and we also find out that the rich girl is related to BZ.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
It certainly should be.
I will give them a point for the awesome character intro, but I must also deduct a point for the fact that this scene doesn't go anywhere for a while. Despite BZ's initial resistance to giving the toys away for free, he eventually warms up to the idea as he believes it would be a good business move, and even cooks up an idea for a new holiday.
And we'll call it Christmas 2!
And here's my beef with the Christmas 2 thing. They don't really go anywhere with it, do they? What could have been a really clever spoof of how commercialism affects holidays kinda just ends up being a throwaway line. BZ and Patch decide to use the flying stuff to actually give Santa a run for his money, but not all is well in the state of Denmark, and BZ and his assistant are drinking PBR out of brandy glasses. Brandy? Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Damn it, Towser, get on with your story. Stop giving me all these short sentences and making me go, like some kind of a damn moron.
I think someone should have used that line for the pitch meeting for this film. We find out that the stuff is explosive, so it's up to Santa to save the day, but not before BZ can get his comeuppance.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ah, he clearly mastered the art of flight. Throw yourself to the ground and miss. But it's still a mad dash for Santa to retrieve the deadly substance and rescue the kids. Yeah, when you have to rescue the lives of 2 children, that's when you should practice something you've never successfully pulled off before. Maybe when I have my first concert, that's when my months of practicing leave on without any success will finally pay off. Hey, at least no one's lives will be on the line. With the kids and Christmas saved, Patch working for Santa again, and John Lithgow drifting off into space, the filmmakers actually decide not to crowbar in another movie and just let this one end. So, what can be said about this movie? Well, it wasn't a truly awful movie. I liked some of the ideas, some of the individual scenes were good, and I found the 3 lead actors, and counting Burgess Meredith, there were some really good performances. But overall, this movie was really disjointed. It never focuses on one plot for too long. It feels like a bunch of mini-movies crammed together. And it is kinda kitschy, so maybe if you're the kind of person who enjoys stuff like the 60s Batman movie, or maybe if you're hosting a Christmas-themed bad movie night, you might get something out of this. But for everyone else, I'd say pass it up. Oh well, I want to hope everyone has a happy holidays, and until next time,